You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, we're going to talk about the Baltimore Ravens and more specifically the Cleveland Browns and Deshaun Watson. Now, I know so many Browns fans are celebrating Deshaun Watson's brave, stunning, and courageous performance last week. 219 yards? Question mark. And if you take away that Amari Cooper 59-yard pass, he threw for 160. And that performance is being celebrated as the greatest performance in the history of the planet by Cleveland Browns fans. And I'm not trying to be unfair. I'm just trying to point out that the man has still only had 3 competent games in all the games he's ever played for the Cleveland Browns. And some people should be worried that the quarterback that's currently ranked 22nd in the league by PFF is going to need his head to be on a swivel because the Baltimore Ravens, they are coming for Deshaun Watson. Now, look, the Browns have a great roster. They got great fans. Great roster, great fans. And it's a Super Bowl kind of roster. But you've got a ton of question marks with Deshaun Watson right now. And we know this is a rematch of the I Quit game, the Deshaun Watson I'm not going to play game after telling everybody I was going to play. Well, here's the rematch. He's going to play. He's not even listed on the injury report now. So he's fully healthy, no excuses. And a lot of people are really curious about how he's going to handle a Baltimore Ravens team that is really damn good, but they are also coming for Deshaun. And this is the kind of game that you paid $230 million, fully guaranteed, for Watson to be able to go out and win. I've got SI here. It's going to be very interesting. This is, so far, that 62% for the season on Watson. And last week, 19 for 30, 219, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He did run for 22 yards, but I'm seeing a lot of celebration of that. When you're looking at this, there's only 5 games listed on here he's played in, and 2 of these he was complete dumpster fire in. And then another one, he barely played and left that game. So we'll have to see how this goes for Watson. The last time the Ravens faced the Browns was without Deshaun Watson. That won't be the case on Sunday, as Watson is set to be under center in the pivotal division matchup on Sunday, which will be the first at M&T Bank Stadium as a member of the Browns. Keep in mind, Lamar Jackson is playing his ass off. He's ranked 2nd on PFF in all of football, the 2nd-rated quarterback in all the league right now. Quote, Deshaun Watson is a playmaker, John Harbaugh said. That's the thing. He's going to do it on time with the rhythm passing in the quick game. He can do it with play action, the boots, the play action stuff off of their zone run game. And then he can do it as far as extending the play, both as far as running. He does a really good job on the run to find receivers when he's moving out of the pocket, so he's a playmaking quarterback. Interesting. Patrick Queen came out and said this. He expects a different version of the Browns with Watson. Quote, it's Deshaun Watson. They gave him all the money for a reason. They've yet to see that reason. He's a great player, but at the end of the day, he's coming into our stadium with our team, with our defense, with our fans, so that place is going to be rocking. We're going to have it rocking. We're going to do what we need to do on defense to get them jumping and try to shut them down. He can put the ball anywhere on the field. He can run. He does not want to slide. So anytime you have a quarterback willing to lower their shoulder, that's a huge threat to your defense. We're just going to go out there and play our games. The Ravens defense has been one of the best in football as they lead the league with sacks, 35, have allowed the fewest points per game, 13.8, and the second fewest yards per game at 262.6. Baltimore's defense is exceptional at M&T Bank Stadium, holding opponents to 10 points a game across 4 home games. The Ravens held the Lions and Seahawks to 9 points combined. This could get ugly, folks. Roquan Smith, this is a badass linebacker. Quote, "We have to protect our money and stuff, so we have to do that by any means necessary. We're definitely going to welcome them here and lock the gates, and then we're going to slug it out. Yikes, we're going to let them in. We may not let them out alive." And look, you got local media in Cleveland. They're asking questions. They're asking questions. Perhaps some of you are like me when it comes to Watson. This is Cleveland.com. Still waiting to see what they have in the guy they call a franchise quarterback. The guy they call a franchise quarterback. Between his 11-game suspension last year and his rotator cuff injury this year, Watson has been inconsistent when he has played. I'm waiting for him to put a streak together of at least a few games in a row. Watson and the Browns are facing the best defense in the NFL. Sorry about that, Browns fans. Quote, "Trying not to toot our own horn, but I believe our defense has no weaknesses," Lamar Jackson said in a press conference. This is going to get very interesting for the Cleveland Browns. This is going to be one of the toughest games Deshaun Watson has had since he's been acquired. This is the kind of game that, look, Jimmy Haslam put all his chips on the table, and people need to understand that at this point, this has not been a success for the Cleveland Browns and Deshaun Watson. This has not worked out. He's been hurt. He's been suspended. He had all the baggage. They paid him all the money. But this is the kind of game that we were told when all this was going on. This is the game. This is the exact kind of game that the Ravens and the Browns, this is the kind of game that the Browns got Deshaun Watson to play in specifically. He's not injured, supposedly. He's not injured. So this is going to be a massive test for the Cleveland Browns and to find out exactly what they got with their quarterback. And you can tell that Ravens defense, they're looking forward to this. They're looking forward to this. Look, the Browns are right in the playoff picture right now. I just had the playoff picture up. They're currently 6th out of 7 in the AFC playoff. They're in the playoffs. If the league ended the season today, the Browns would be in. That was with P.J. Walker. Now Deshaun Watson is back. Going to be interesting. This is immediately one of the biggest games of the weekend. If for no other reason, rivalry, Harbaugh, Lamar, Deshaun, what's going to happen? I have my doubts. I'm just saying it. Because like I said, I pulled the Amari Cooper 59-yard touchdown pass out. Deshaun's numbers still aren't great from last week once you do that. That one catch. You know? So we'll have to see. It's certainly one of the most interesting games of the weekend. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.